As some of you may know, I recently became an art critic. I draw a few pictures, I become an art critic, I watch a few movies, I become a movie critic, I do absolutely nothing, and I become a script writing critic. I'm not some genius when it comes to reviewing movies and TV. Honestly, I mean, I love reviewing stuff, but it pretty much just consists of me saying, this is good, this is bad, and it's literally just my opinion, so just do whatever you want. But I know zero things about writing scripts. I've written a few scripts for my videos, and I hated it. I deleted everything, I burned my computer, and I broke my computer over my knee, so I just can't do that kind of thing. I can't write scripts. I'm not some sort of playwright. I'm not some genius in the head like that. Yet here I am on a Saturday night, the man who is in love with the movie Cars, and the other popular movie you may have heard of, Cars 2, ready to just break down some of the worst lines and dialogue I've ever seen in movies or TV, just whatever. Things that just suck. This YouTube stuff's really just turning me into a hater, isn't it? Let's start off with probably one of the most well-known ones to pretty much everybody. This one comes from the sequel trilogy of Star Wars, all of these trash movies. So I'm sure if you've seen these movies, you know just how bad and lazy the writing is these movies. And if you're a fan of them, just strap in because you're about to watch your favorite movie a lot of times. Well, I'm not really going to cover a lot of lines because there's just way too many. But these movies just suck. I had to get that out of my system.
They fly now! They fly now! They fly now!
We've decoded the intel from the First Order spy, and it confirms the worst. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Wait, do we believe this?
It cannot be. The Emperor is dead.
Dark science. Cloning. Secrets only the Sith knew.
I swear, each time I watch this clip, I find a new thing every single time. So not only do I love the line, somehow Palpatine returned, not only does this just make absolutely no sense, and it just means that somehow something happened, they are not providing any sort of evidence. Also, even just in line with Star Wars, this makes no sense. It doesn't make sense with context, and without context, it's still equally as trash. But whatever, I'm honestly not even here to analyze that line. So, the next line coming from this character named Rose, and now here we go. What Star Wars likes to do best. Just have random side characters say random things. So Rose says, wait, do we actually believe this? Rose, how could you possibly not believe this? Poe quite literally said, somehow. If it's not providing a clear enough instructions, I don't know how else to make this clearer for you. You should have just died back in Last Jedi, and somehow you're still here asking, somehow. That is very accurate proof. Alright, so after that we have this guy, who is actually just a quite literal side character who has nothing to add to this movie, and he says, dark science, secrets, cloning. Secrets only the Sith knew. So I think you can interpret it as two different ways. You can interpret it like he's saying cloning is a secret that only the Sith knew, which is wrong, because cloning is not a secret only the Sith knew. Also, how does this guy know so much? Do we need to get the FBI looking into this guy? How does he know so much? This is just a random side character who's telling us all this deep lore and stuff. Can he have his own solo movie, please? And also, other secrets the Sith knew. Explain! What secrets? These movies suck. These movies just suck. Let's shift gears a little bit over to Marvel. So Marvel will release this dumpster fire of a show called Captain Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So here we have this guy in his suit. His name's Falcon. And I'll provide a little bit of context here. And I haven't even seen this show, but I know this show just sucks balls. There have been some bad people. I'll refrain from calling them anything else. You'll see why in a minute. There have been some bad people going around and doing some very bad no-no things. And there is now a government official talking to Falcon, and he decides it's time for him to make his big speech.
Locating people soon. The terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. What else would we call them?
Man, you have to stop calling them that. Just phenomenal dialogue. I love this response. So she says, calls them terrorists because that's what they are. And he says, you gotta stop calling them that. So, Falcon, what else would you like them to call them?
You've got to do better, Senator. You've got to step up.
I love this line in the comments where this guy says that this is actually a very motivational quote. How? He's quite literally just telling you to just do better. How you might do better, you ask? I don't know, not call people terrorists. Even in context, this line makes absolute zero sense. Take a look at some of these clips right here. These are the people that they're referring to as terrorists. They are terrorists. There's no going around this. Also, what are you supposed to call them? Is Captain Falcon on their side now? What is it? Is he advocating for these guys, not calling them terrorists? Final clip time. This one comes courtesy of Netflix's Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop, one of the greatest anime of all time, recently, not so recently, got a Netflix TV show. Very fun Netflix. I'm so happy Netflix decided to do something really cool and make my favorite anime into a TV show. Cringy moments in the show aside, just I don't care about the show itself, even though this show sucks. Like, it's so bad. Take a look at this piece of dialogue. Just brilliant, brilliant piece.
Enlighten me.
You ever seen those pruning knives they use in the vineyard? Perfect for taking grapes off the vine. He used that knife on the first man that run. He took off his balls. He did it to send a message. In his words,
You'll never know true power until you've tasted the testicles of a man who's wronged you.
This one falls more of along the lines of just like straight flat out funny. Like this is so bad it's funny. How are they actually like reading this like script, like recording this, and they were like, oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Vicious. It's not even Vicious talking. I just think Vicious just freaking sucks in this show. Like, look at this guy. Like, look at him. This is one of the few times where I can't even provide like context or anything. Why do they do these weird cutaway transitions to like balls being sliced? Like, this is so cringy. And how does this Django-looking dude just provide this terrible delivering of line? You've never tasted the testicles of a real man. Let's leave it all right there. Let's just the video's over. Through my entire journey of finding all these clips and researching what it means to be a screenwriter and follow my passion in life and watch movies like Rise of Skywalker so I can learn more about my dream, my passion, which is screenwriting, so I can finally learn how to write something that is truly speaking to the soul. Now I have one last thing to say.
We've decoded the intel from the First Order spy, and it confirms the worst.
Somehow Hitler returned.